Good evening. Thank you, everybody, for watching the videos on Acme Floors. Acme Acres, you guys remember Looney Tunes? Yeah, he's got a Looney Tune company. Acme Acres, hardwood floors. He's a Looney Tune. This guy is a lunatic, raised by a hateful woman. This 84-year-old woman does not like my people. She was raised to hate my people. Anthony's mother was raised. She was taught to hate my people. That is the ways of America. Look at this man's face. It says shame. He is a shame. He is a shame. He is shamed. He is a shame. He came down a one-way street the wrong way to come fight me. If he came down there and shot me with a gun, that's what you call premeditated murder. When you go looking for a problem, you can never be the victim. This woman, she sicked her son on me. She said, "Sick him, Anthony. Go get him." All right? Go get his black ass. She sent her son to teach me a lesson. She raised this man to not like my people. And I'm going to tell you here in a sec. I'm going to tell you a history lesson without the multiple choice. We're going to give you a history lesson without the short answer, without the fill in the blanks. We're going to give you a history lesson without the essay. We're going to give it to you raw, and we're going to give it to you at the station. Speaking of the station, I'd like to thank him for uploading my content. And for all the people who disagree with what I say in the last videos, you are part of the problem. You are the in denial, privileged Americans. You are the reason this country will never change. And it's women like Acme Acres Floors' mother that keeps it going. The people who raise their children to hate. The schools that glorify slavery. The schools that glorify slave masters. The schools that glorify all of the wrongful things that this country was built on. You people are the problem. Alright? Now, a lot of these privileged people who are in denial are going to say, "She's an innocent old lady. She's 84 years old. How can you say that about an innocent 84-year-old lady?" Let me tell you something, people. She's not innocent. And the reason why I can say that is because I know this country. This woman, in the comments, they told me she's 84 years old. And what do I know about an 84-year-old? That means she's born in 1939. Okay? Let me tell you what was going on in 1939. Jim Crow laws. Do you guys understand those three words? Jim Crow laws? That means blacks had no rights. And whatever the white woman or the white man said, that's what it was. Alright? So this woman came up during these times to where they had the legal right to do whatever they want to a black person, to say the least. If we go into their bathroom, they could kill us. If we step on their lawn, they could kill us. If we trespass in their store where it says white owned, no blacks allowed, they could kill us and get away with it. They had the right. Blacks had no rights, okay? There's no need to lie. This woman raised this man a racist. And that explains why he called me so many boys in the parking lot, okay? He didn't call me a boy one time. He called me a boy more than 20 times, alright? When you say something and you repeat it and it's a slur, you're trying to provoke somebody. He was trying to provoke me to hit him, alright? He didn't come down there to fight me or we would have fought. He came down there to make me hit him, and it didn't work. Alright? Now, let's get back to these Jim Crow laws. This woman is 84 years old, according to the comments left in the previous videos. She is an innocent 84-year-old woman. Alright? Well, if she shut her mouth and didn't say anything, nothing would have happened to begin with. It would have been a regular delivery, as usual. I never had a problem delivering food to this old hag opened her mouth. Why did she open her mouth? Because my windows were down and I was with my blue-eyed woman. Yeah. Back in her days, do you know what they would do to me as a man if they saw me with a white woman? She still has that hate in her. She hates to see black and whites come together, alright? She was raised, that was wrong. She was raised, that was wrong. She came up during Jim Crow, people. When she was 21 years old in 1960, segregation was still going on. You people are going to get a history lesson without the multiple choice answers. You're going to get it raw and real. You're going to get a history lesson without the essay. You're gonna get a history lesson without the fill in the blanks, okay? In 1960, when this woman was 21 years old, the way of the land her whole life was blacks had no rights, and we could kill them, lynch them, hang them, or burn them alive. And the police would do nothing. The police would drink beers and watch under the tree as black men hang through the first 21 years of her life. Alright? Segregation went on all the way till 1964. That is when segregation became outlawed, alright, by the court. 1964. That's when segregation became outlawed. So, this woman's whole life, all the way up till she was 25, black people had no rights. Black people were not allowed to date white women. Black people were not allowed to go into white people's stores that say white owned. No blacks allowed. If a black man broke that law, they die. Let's be straight. Let's be real. This woman is a racist. She was raised racist. She was raised in the times when racism was at an all-time high. Alright? That's why her son calls me so many boys. Because that's what she taught. She taught hate. She passed it on. She passed down the hate to this old 51-year-old mama's boy. Alright? She taught this man hate. Not only did she teach him, but the classroom taught him too. Alright? There's no need to lie. I know how this country was made, and I know the time period she was raised in. And by the time she was 25, segregation just got outlawed by the court. And her and Joe Biden were against it. They did not want to integrate the schools. Joe Biden is a very racist guy. He was against integrating the schools. Joe Biden said, Negro children are like roaches. If you integrate the schools, they'll infest them. I got that from Judge Joe Brown. Look up Biden's hateful speeches in the 70s, if you guys disagree with me. Even our president is one of these racist people. Our president, they allowed a racist in the office. Joe Biden is just like this woman. When he was getting drunk in his 20s, after 21, when he's 30 years old, they did not want black people to have rights. They were against it. That's the way of this land. And that's why there are so many hateful people at the age in their 50s, like this man, Anthony L. He's hateful because he was raised by a hateful woman, because it was the hateful ways of the country that taught her that, and it was okay, and that was the ways of the land. But people, they're so in denial. When a man crashes his vehicle into a car with two children in there, he was well aware there were two children in there. We were on an empty one-way street. It was only he and me on the street. A one-way. There were no other vehicles on the street. The road was closed. That's how I know he hit my vehicle on purpose. When you call somebody boy 20 times, you're trying to provoke them to hit you. You were doing that on purpose. When you drive to a scene, when you drive up the wrong way, up a one-way to go fight somebody, when you want to go fight somebody, you drive to a problem, that's premeditated. You were not going there to talk to me. You were not going down there to be my friend. You were mad at the way that I talked to your mom, and you were coming down there looking to cause drama, looking to fight, looking to be hostile, looking to be angry. Everything was words until you made contact with my vehicle with my children in it. You should have never made contact with my vehicle. Now, Acme Flooring, Looney Tune Company, you're going to be on YouTube for everybody for the racist that you are, and the racist woman that raised you is going to get exposed because she should have stayed at her house at the crime scene. There was no need for her to come around the corner and assist her angry 51-year-old son, the mama's boy, whose mama comes and talks for him. The crime scene was at her house. The police never went back to the crime scene. The police never locked this man up for fleeing the crime scene. And they never locked him up for assaulting me with his vehicle with my children in it. So the way we're going to assault him is expose this nation. We're going to expose this nation. And we're going to expose the history of this nation and the stuff that continues to go on. If you guys have any situations like this to upload, contact the station in the comments and he'll handle it accordingly. God bless everybody, even my haters. Even my haters, God bless you all. Even the Acme Flooring Company, God bless him, because I know he was off his meds that day. Only a moron would expose his company in that way.